This is the Tesla 1 month overview reading for the month of July 2023. It's currently May 13th, 2023, 6:48 p.m. Eastern Time. Tesla shares at the time of this reading in the extended hours currently $167.20. That's USD. And the overall, and the shuffle file that we're about to play for the July reading was created on May 4th, 2023 at 4:41 p.m. Eastern Time. That's this file right here. So the overall theme and behavior for July, we have a decline that offers an opportunity to open up a long position. It's crossed with a decline down to support and through that support to meet another support, and then bump along rotating sideways along that second support. And that's support on the scale of a multi-day chart or 1 month chart at least. Behavior around the highest side, there'll be a notable decline on a year-to-date kind of scale off of the highest high here, and there'll be a new local low within close time proximity to the lowest low. By that I mean, like, we'll move higher through resistance, stay above it briefly, break back down through the same price level shortly thereafter, and it'll be like after we form a low, there's a local high, and then we form a low again. We'll get into that in more detail in just a minute. Let's take a look and see how we're doing for May thus far. I mean, we don't have much to look at thus far, but we do have a lowest low for May on the 3rd, and it looks like we've got a lowest low for May. Missed it by a day. It's so close. Well, technically, if you take out the candlestick, the lowest low is the body of the candle is lowest here, so you could say that's a lowest low for the 3rd. So we were pretty solid on that. We had a prominent crest on the cusp of the 4th, 5th. Fourth, 5th. Okay, so there's a prominent crest. Big move on the 8th. Yep. And then another prominent crest on the 12th. This is looking pretty solid thus far. With that said, we should see a highest high for the month somewhere around here. Somewhere around there, most likely. Let's make it a little bigger. Just like... Alright, well that's fine. I just want to make it a little bit better. Like that. Alright, so there we go. Yep, somewhere in there, most likely a highest high. On the 1 year, also looking pretty solid. Pretty bullish January as expected. Opportunity in early February to open up a short position. That's pretty solid. The low ends with a fast sudden move higher. The low for February, that's solid. And then most of March we're moving to the upside, also pretty solid. There's a prominent low and a prominent trough and a prominent crest in March, and you can see that took place. And then we have a sharp drop here. That's unicursal energy here. We should see, based on what's transpired so far, looks like we're probably still in that unicursal. We should see another sharp drop here, probably off of that peak that we're going to be looking at in. Oh, sorry, sorry. When I look at probably off of this right here, there's a pretty sharp drop. But with all that said, it's looking pretty accurate thus far. Let's get into it. On the 3rd, we have a period of volatility and a sharp dip that stands out in that period of volatility. It looks like probably the last day of the preceding month, there was a big move to the upside. And in the midst of that sharp dip, there's trade opportunity, which I'll talk about in the paid version. If you're interested in the paid version, you get it here on our website, Tarot for Traders, under our services, SO Meta Posts. You could have got the public version of this video, you could have watched it as early as May, guys. As early as May if you had the early access, which is only 29 bucks a month. And if you're interested in the paid version, you click on monthly subscription, you subscribe to whatever subscription you're interested in. Really, really great way to support the channel. If you're interested in multiple subscriptions, makes sense to get the 250 subscription, which gives you access to all the paid versions. In the paid versions, guys, what we talk about things on the scale of a multi-year, trades on a multi-year scale. We talk about trades on a 1-year scale. We talk about trades on a 1-month scale. So there's a lot of stuff that you don't get in the public version, and we definitely remember all of the people that do that. We recognize your names. You are the reason why we're able to do what we do. You're the ones supporting the channel, so thank you very much for that, my friends. So look, we have off on the 4th. By the way, the 3rd is only a half a day for trading, so you be mindful of that. We're off on the 4th. On the 5th, it looks like we probably rally early in the day, but that rally is halted by a sharp decline through key support. There's a unicursal there, so we should see a pretty significant decline here on the 5th. Looks like a lot of price change here on the 6th out of a low, most likely. Looks like, yeah, out of a low. There's a big move to the upside. For a prominent crest or peak there on midday on the 6th. On the 7th, we have erratic behavior back and forth through the same price level, in the midst of which we revisit a crest, which was recently a past opportunity, so probably the crest from the preceding day there on the 6th. Likely gap up over the weekend. On the 10th, we do sideways rotation, increasing with... Looks like increasing with some volatility as we move forward in time. They're increasing with bearish momentum as we move forward in time. There's either a notable decline at the end of the day on the 10th, or there's a gap down, or maybe both there on the cusp of the 10th and 11th. Out of a decline, there's a significant move higher. It's usually out of a decline, the futility card. A significant move higher even in the face of seemingly overwhelming headwinds. We still move to the upside unexpectedly. That rally continues into the 12th, where we're rallying along a diagonal trend line. We break through horizontal resistance on a multi-day scale, meet a secondary resistance on a multi-day scale, and then we pull back to somewhere between those two price levels. On the 13th, a lot of price change here. On the 13th, we most likely have our highest high for the month at a key resistance level. This resistance level on a multi-swing trade kind of deal offers an opportunity to position oneself in both directions, which I'll get into in much more detail in the paid version. And there's a lot of price change here. Looks like a trough midday. And a big move out of the trough midday. On the 14th, we have a period of volatility that ends with a fast, sudden move higher. It looks like a trough at the end of the day. On the 17th, big move higher, standing out on a multi-day chart with a crest towards the end of the day. Important multi-day scale support that can be relied upon there on the 18th. Looks like towards the end of the day, there's a pretty big move downward into the 19th. Important reversal on the 19th. Looks like probably start out declining on the 19th, and then there's a notable reversal standing out on a multi-day chart, and we end up in a notable move to the upside, a crest at the end of the day on the 19th, or a gap up overnight into the morning of the 20th, where we should see a crest. A lot of price change from that crest. To the downside, decline off of that crest down through the 20th into the 21st. Decline continues into the 21st. And there's notable trade opportunities both on the 19th and on the 21st. So we'll talk about the paid version, some day trade opportunities in there as well. On the 25th, we have most likely location of our lowest low. We may see the lowest low on the 21st, but the most likely location of the lowest low is the 24th. If we see it the lowest low on the 21st, we'll see it again on the 24th. We're going to see it on the 24th. And out of the lowest low, there's a rally that offers trade opportunity. We most likely see the lowest low again because the rally offers trade opportunity to open up a short position out of the low. So we most likely see the lowest low one more time there on the 25th, but there's a prominent trough on a 1-month scale there on the 25th. And a sideways S formation within a channel. We decline from support, decline from resistance, meet support, do a full reverse, a reversal and a full retracement back to that resistance, do another reversal and a full retracement back to support. It's a sideways S within a channel. We're in oversold territory on the 26th, and we moved notably higher out of oversold territory. Either that or to fill a previous gap down. And it looks like at the end of the day, it looks like we're gonna go bullish, but instead at the end of the day we turn bearish. On the 27th, there's a breakout on a multi-day scale. On the 28th, we have a decline through multiple support levels standing out on a multi-day scale. And then on the 31st, we have a rally along a diagonal trend line that ends with a fast sudden move higher. And then a breakdown through that diagonal trend line with increasing volatility on the way down. There's also a day trade there to talk about. The sneak preview for the following month of August is a notable decline that increases with momentum moving forward in time. Most likely, we see a higher price level, like a higher high or the same high, or probably a higher high based on the high for this month being the Ace of Swords. We probably see a higher price level in August, and then a notable decline off of that price level. That would be my sense. Thanks for watching, my friends. Make sure to follow that rule of karma. You do so here at the resources tab of our website, Tarot for Traders, where we ask that you donate 5% of the profits back to the channel. You do so at the Cashapp, PayPal, Venmo, or if you're international wise, much appreciation goes out to all of those that do that. You are my angel investors. And you can also be you should be somebody else's angel investor as well. We ask that you send 5% of the profits from the information on this channel, 5% forward to one of these charities. Keep the flow of abundance going through the universe and be somebody's angel, my friend. It's always good to be an angel. That leaves you with 90% of the profits. Make sure you spend that money out of love, and the universe is going to send it back to you tenfold from all directions, my friends. Stay tuned if you got the paid version. I'll see you guys on the next one.